I'm on the morning from A to Z, wherever you might be. Love is always the energy. You know I love you all equally. I'm on the morning from A to Z, really good morning. Love you all equally. Love is a dawning, and it's the energy. Really good morning. I love you all equally. I'm on the morning from A to Z, wherever you might be. In a Georgia University. You know, I love you all equally. You know, we're all one humanity. Spirituality is the vibration once more, giving thanks for life. And it's always the vibration. Love, the overarching energy. Yes. And when we say love, we also say spirituality. We say life. We say Jah Almighty. It's one of the same. Ooh la la yeah 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 yeah. So spirituality is the focus, and again we're giving thanks, opening the doors for rich interaction. When we say good morning, doors are open, coming into space. You know, yes, you're out here to show love to ourselves and to others. We are one and the collective at the same time, simultaneously. See, blessings and love, one humanity, my people. So spirituality. So real quick this morning, this is the drive live into the modern day plantation. You know, we're one human nation, no matter the situation. Oh la 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 yeah 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 yeah. So the chant this morning is gonna be who Jah bless, no one curse. Keep on doing Jah works. Yes, yes. And if we have the time, we're gonna also do, you know what I mean, a chant called "There's a spirit here, there's a spirit there." Yes, meaning this body is really a spirit. Yes. Aye. And then tomorrow we're gonna do a lot of chants with a spiritual inclination to them. Spirituality is really what has saved me. Yes, and what continues to save me, spirituality. Embedded in it all and overarching it all is love. Jah is love. The giver of life is love. Yes. Yeah, the giver of life. Yeah. Is love. Or that spiritual being love. Let me not even put agenda to it. Yeah. Blessings and love. Yes, so spirituality is a deeper self to the physical. Don't let your eyes fool you, my people. So don't let my complexion, the glasses I wear, these glasses I wear, you know, my hair, you know what I mean, the size of my physical body. Yeah, my hands, my feet, and all these things. You know, I wear size 15. You know what I mean? When I used to go to school, back in the day, people used to tease me, you know. You know, big foot. You see what I mean? Yes, but I just use that in a tongue-in-cheek kind of way. But even though there's a little humor to it, but there's also a deepness to it. Yes. So spirituality. So when I was growing up, I'm gonna show you this morning real quick in my little rant here before the chant how spirituality gives you hope. Spirituality, the most effective platform on which you can engender and create hope and produce hope. Yes, hope, that eternal expectation, a confident expectation. Yes, that good things will happen. Hope, yes, hope. Hope springs eternal only through spirituality, my people. Yes, blessings and love. So, at my lowest ebb, spirituality saved me. Yes, and my spirituality came from my upbringing, and so nurturing is what we use to add to that blank slate. So when we were born, yes, we were born great, but that's mostly potential. So all human beings, you know, all life, yes, once it's nurtured, has the capacity to make good. All life. Think, for example, a plant. Yeah. When the plant is young and it's growing up, germinating, if the plant gets the appropriate nutrients in terms of sunlight and water, yeah, then the plant is going to grow and the plant is going to develop and showcase its splendor. Yes. And that's why a lot of people dig flowers. Yeah, because it beautifies. Yeah. And so, just like that, the same thing with a life, a human life. In its embryonic stage, that life has to be fed properly. And if not, that life will start to suffer and possibly die if the right environment is not created. So, nurturing is a big part of how we develop our spirituality, even though that blank slate and that capacity is there. Blessings and love, no? Yes. So, spirituality is the platform from which hope springs eternal. Love is the overarching energy. Remember that. Just love. Yes. And so, in my upbringing, real quick here, I was raised with my grandparents, and they were church-going people, particularly my grandmother. So I went to a Methodist church. Yes. And that was probably every other Sunday. Some other Sundays I would be playing ball and whatnot. And then after that, so there would be Sunday school. Yes. And most of you listening to this can relate to that. Yes. And then there was, for me, particularly after 2 3 years in the conventional high school, Nakalva, secondary at the time, eventually became a high school, so to speak. Then I got into some trouble, and my parents decided to send me to Fairview, which was a high school merged with a Bible college, a Baptist Bible college, Fairview. That Baptist Bible college is still in existence. However, I probably not know because of Melissa, the hurricane, category 5, that just ravaged Jamaica, particularly the western part of Jamaica, where I grew up. And that's in Anova. Fairview is on the border of Anova and Westmoreland. So all those western parishes were ravaged, and thoughts and prayers out to the victims of Melissa and all the victims throughout the world of natural and human-made disasters that are suffering right now. Thoughts and prayers. And so I developed my spirituality mainly through those constructs and also within the community. And then listening to reggae music, which was particularly influential at the time and over the years, so we're talking about Bob Marley particularly, and then other reggae ambassadors, Luciana, Garnet Silk, Dennis Brown. Yeah. So very conscious music, third world culture, and you name them. Yes. Peter Tosh, Bonnie Wheeler, Bob Marley and the Wheelers, let me not forget. Yes. And other reggae soldiers. And reggae at its heart is a spiritual chant. Yes. And so my spirituality developed those ways. And so at my worst self, I was so physical. Yes, everything physical. At my worst self, I became very promiscuous, having sexual intercourse with a lot of women randomly. Yes, thinking that that was the thing to complete me, as if something was lacking, to fit in. Yeah. And this was in an environment where AIDS had arrived on the scene. Yes, this terrible terminal illness at the time. And so all of a sudden, that there was a panic that came to me, because after having these random sexual intercourses with women in that climate of HIV, AIDS being a terminal illness, because the type of medications that are around now weren't then. And so all of a sudden I started panicking seriously, mentally, thinking that I've thrown away my life, because how could one be so foolish having sexual intercourse with random women all over the place in an environment where I would be able to contract AIDS easily, and then it's a done deal. And so I started panicking, and for months I couldn't sleep. And I ended up taking even a medication that I can't recall the name of the medication. It was not prescribed medication, because it was when I would have taken my grandfather, who was healing at the time with stroke and diabetes, high blood pressure. And I had to take him. He was bedridden, and I had to take him to the doctor. And so when I would have taken him to the doctor through the front door, I would take him back, put him in the car, and then go back in that same doctor's office through the back door and falsify information to the doctor, telling him that I was stressed because of the police work that I was doing at the time. Of course, I was a police officer at the time. Knowing well that I was panicking, thinking that I had contracted HIV. So I told him I'm stressed out by the police work and I was not able to sleep. So I needed something to sleep. He gave me some medication to sleep. And that's the only way I would have gotten some sleep in those times. And so for 2-3 weeks, no sleep until those medications. However, even with those medications, I was tormented. Yes, I was in torment, discontent. Yes, trials and tribulations. I was on fire every single day. Talking about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, went through the fire and didn't get burned. Well, this is it. I'm seeing that as a mental, emotional, spiritual fire, where I'm lacking my spiritual self, empty, thinking I'm just a physical vessel. And so because of my emptiness, I suffered. I was on fire spiritually, lacking spirituality, thinking only physical. And the physical, my people, is limited and empty. Trust me. We have to understand ourselves spiritually. And it wasn't until then when I was at my lowest ebb, and one of the nights I was in bed, and it's almost, as they say, an epiphany, when that spiritual awareness, that spiritual consciousness and exposure that I told you about, that I grew up on, came to my consciousness, and I rolled over in my bed, slammed my back against the wall, and decided between me and my higher spiritual self within me that was being formed, and I didn't realize that I was going to live by faith and know that everything is okay despite that subconscious, panicking, fearful mindset. And here I am today. Of course, there's a lot in between that, but essentially that's what that is. Faith, hope, that regardless of what the physical is interpreting as doom, there is a bright light there. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, as we would say. Blessings and love, in short. It's chanting time, you know. Spirituality, yes, faith, knowing that despite that the physical cannot see the bright day, it is there. Oh, Jah bless, no one curse. You got to realize the spirituality. Hear the chant. Blessings and love, my people. Hope, hope eternal. Come on. Let's go. Spiritual. There's a deeper self to us. Spiritual self. Oh, Jah bless, no one curse. Try your best and do your works. And when you're deep in stress and it really hurts, Jah will do the rest. Just put your first. Jah will do the rest. Take you to the verse. So just do your best. Keep doing Jah works. Do your best. Jah will do the rest. Jah will do the rest and get you to any test. Right, yeah. Well, every morning I get up, I praise Jah, who I pray to. Always Jah, ask for guidance and good endeavor. Moral compass to guide thy behavior. No need no money, no need no favor. To live good with thy man neighbor. No love and all of its flavor. Blessings to all my lifesaver. Better be wise always than clever. I couldn't grant evil no waiver. Forward ever, backward never. Jah love is my Lord and Savior. Forward ever, backward never. Jah love is my Lord and Savior. Oh, Jah bless, no curse. Try your best and know Jah works. And when you're deep in stress and it really hurts, Jah will do the rest. Put Jah first, Jah will do the rest. Get you through the worst, so just do your best. Keep doing Jah works, do your best. Jah will do the rest, Jah will do the rest, and get you through any test. Hey, I got the seeds of love with your faith I showed them. My life dedicated to grow them. Watch them oppose wolf in a sheep clothes them. Head to them toes by them fruits I know that. From the one me know Jah love bold and arm with Jah love me brave and emboldened. Show it to me friends, show it to me for them. Ain't no pretending, certainly no posing. We know for souls even when heart frozen. Love is the winner and it already chosen. Yeah. Yeah. All the chant come up, people. Oh, Jah bless, no curse. Time listen, go Jah works. And when you're deep in stress and really hurts, Jah will do the rest. Just put Jah first. Jah will do the rest. Get you through the worst. So just do your best. Keep doing Jah works. Do your best. Jah will do the rest. Jah will do the rest and get you through any test. Blessings and love. Until then, we say hasta mañana. Spirituality tomorrow. We're gonna tell you and show you that spirituality is fun. Yes, and I'll be wondering, could it be that our older generation let us down? Yeah, and even this generation too, and that's why we're here. Conveying a vibration that spirituality was such, um, a punishment almost. So hard, yes, but hard, however, there's fun to it. Yes, yes. Fun, happiness when you know you are secure in that spiritual vibration. That spiritually we are really untouchable. Blessings and love. Yes, so leave the bottle alone. You know what we're talking. Leave the alcohol. It's a false spirit. Yes, leave the cocaine, leave the crack, leave the opiates, leave all those things. We are one with nature. Yes, easy, but naturalist brethren out there. One with nature, powers and love. One human family. Until then, we say cuidate, that's take care. And then we also say bendiciones, blessings. And we also say Dios te bendiga, Jah be with you all. And we also say vida laga laga, vida long, healthy life. Put the work in, fruits and vegetables, physical exercise, positive vibration. Come on now. Yes, blessings and love. So keep it going. So we say, Sino Chato Agonada. Although it's difficult, nothing good comes easy. So just know that hard should be fun. While you're working hard, have fun. Yes. Blessings and love. Until then. Hasta mañana. Tomorrow. Yes. Love is the energy. Yeah.